guys, welcome back to my channel. Disgusting mother. That's what we're talking about. A woman who killed both of her kids by hanging them with dog leashes in the basement. Not only that, she tried to blame one of the kids she murdered. Now, she tried to say the son, who was 8 years old, tried to commit suicide because he was getting bullied. But what did they find? They found searches on her devices of how to kill someone by suicide. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this case was like 5 years ago. And that's crazy because like I was like, this sounds like it was like yesterday for some reason. Just how can somebody be that disgusting? And a mother, they was hanging on beams. Now, when the police got there in the medical, they airlifted him to the hospital. Obviously, you will be like, okay, wouldn't they know immediately before she went to trial? She took them down. She had to. That's the only way they would not have known. It's just crazy. Like, I just don't. This is dark. Who thinks of stuff like this? And mind you, like I said, her son was 8 and her other child was 4 years old. So heartbreaking. And then, like, you disrespect the dad by trying to blame the son. I'm talking about disgusting on another level. She tried to plead mental illness, y'all. It didn't work. He didn't take it. It's like, yeah, you're not crazy, honey. You're sick. Let's get into it. Mom who hanged her 2 young kids in basement with dog leash tried to blame 8-year-old learns her fate. That's her name, Lisa Snyder. A 41-year-old woman in Pennsylvania will spend the rest of her life behind bars for killing her 2 young children using a dog leash to hang the kids from a beam in their basement 5 years ago. Berks County Court of Common Pleas Judge M. Teresa Johnson on Thursday ordered Lisa Snyder of Kempton, Pennsylvania to serve 2 consecutive life sentences in a state correctional facility for the horrific slayings of 8-year-old Connor and 4-year-old Brentley. Following a 7-day bench trial in September, she was convicted on 2 counts of first-degree murder in her children's deaths. She was also convicted on charging of endangering the welfare of a child and tampering with physical evidence. She was sentenced to an additional 8.5 years to 17 years on the lesser charges. Authorities said that Snyder intentionally killed both of her children and attempted to stage the scene as though her son had killed his younger sister and then took his own life. And that is so disgusting. Like I said, who thinks of stuff like this? This is your child. I'm talking about, like, it's a lot of evil parents that don't need to be parents. They just want to inflict pain because maybe they had pain in their childhood. I don't know. But it's like you raised these kids 8 and 4. It's like, what is wrong with you? Where's the father in this? It sounds like she don't even need these kids. Where were the other people? But so much stuff happened, so she could have been acting normal and then went off the rockers. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to come up with theories to try to figure this out, which you really can't because the woman is sick-minded and just disgusting all around. As Law and Crime previously reported, Snyder on September 23rd, 2019 called 911 to her Albany Township home regarding her 2 kids. Upon arriving at the scene, paramedics found Connor and Brentley hanging from a beam above 2 flipped over chairs. Now, let me apologize for the beginning too, because I literally thought, like, this is my thing. I'm like, there ain't no way they were still like hanging, because I'm thinking she murdered them, and when I heard that they were airlifted, I was thinking she unhooked, like took them down and tried to act like they was like that he murdered them some way, like did it, but like took them down. They were still hanging there. That is traumatizing. Oh my God. I can only imagine, like, I don't want to imagine that. That's really so sad. I literally thought, I don't know why, y'all, but I really thought she like unhooked them, like took them down, but she kept them hanging there. That is another level of just, why was she not on like a death penalty case? This is disgusting. And then you staged 2 chairs to make it look like they committed suicide. Like, I really don't know how people like this exist. It's so crazy to me that you got sick individuals that'll do this to this extent, don't care where they don't care their life's over. Like, she should be in a death penalty case for this. Like, this is traumatizing. The first person they're gonna look at is you. They're gonna look for you, ma'am, the mother. So I don't know what her plan was here. Like, It's just crazy. You tried to stage this whole thing as though this was a suicide. Your kids could like commit a suicide. I'm so shocked, y'all, seriously. Paramedics at the scene later testified that Snyder appeared very anxious and very nervous at the scene. The children were airlifted to a hospital and placed on life support, but died 3 days later after they were found. Now, let me tell y'all something. Is it just me? But I know they say if you're not guilty of a crime, I don't know why, but I would unhook the person, okay? I don't care, because there are times when you can still perform CPR. That's true. Now, I don't know how, the scariest part about this to me, I don't know how high those beams were. I don't know what dog, you don't know what dog leash she used. Well, obviously the woman knows, she put them up there. So of course, I'm just trying to think about I'm trying to see if this was like, y'all, and mind you, I know this is not suicide. I'm trying to convince, picture a suicide case, okay? Because I'm trying to understand something. You'll see a lot of people would unhook them to perform CPR, but this woman didn't because she murdered them. That's what I'm basically trying to say. Snyder went on to claim that Connor told her that he wanted to die by suicide because he was the victim of bullying and that he had previously expressed to her that he was afraid of dying alone. However, multiple witnesses told authorities that the boy always seemed happy and would never have done anything to harm himself or his little sister. And then it's so crazy also, you got her making up this whole scheme to try to say that he's bullying, but it's even if that was true, even though we know it's not, that they say, why, if your son actually told you that and that he was scared to die alone, I'm pretty sure you would have eyes on him 24/7. I'm pretty sure it would be, like I said, we know it's not, but I'm just saying, if this was true, you would have taken actions as a parent if your child said he's scared to die alone. That's not a normal thing to say for a child. A week after the children's death, Snyder texted a friend that she needed 2 strong drinks. The friend testified that while they were drinking, she admitted that her arrest was likely inevitable. The friend further claimed that Snyder admitted to performing internet searches about suicide while using her son's Google profile. Investigators said that one of those searches was about hanging methods and that the suspect ordered the dog leash used to hang the children one day before their deaths. Snyder also performed searches about suicide via carbon monoxide poisoning and watched episodes of the true crime series I Almost Got Away With It. A judge last year refused to accept the plea deal that would have allowed Snyder to plead no contest but mentally ill to charges of third-degree murder. It's so weird using your son's account to do this. Do you not think they're not going to trace your credit card information back, your debit card? You think they're not going to figure that out? Children, he wouldn't buying that. He don't have a credit card, don't have a debit card to do this. And it's crazy. It's every time somebody drink, they talk. It's crazy. Who does this? She was watching I Almost Got Away With It. How you were really planning to kill your children. She was really planning this. That's what's so shocking to me. I'm you really wanted these kids dead, that you staged the whole plot. Everybody at school saying he's happy and you're saying he's depressed and bullied and that he didn't want to die alone. And if that was true, he's telling his mom and you would do something about it, but you didn't because you murdered him. You put chairs down as if they were standing on them and kicked them away. Y'all know what the scariest part of it all is? Actually picturing her putting them up there. That is so scary. Think about the shock and the freaking fear and sadness of paramedics. They do these jobs every day, so they see so much. But just seeing kids hanging on a beam by a leash, oh my God, this is sad. I would be so traumatized, man. That stuff with kids stick with people the most. And I hear they in case not even crimes and stuff in TV shows, but news, they say that stuff with kids stick to them the most, and it's the saddest because a lot of these officers and paramedics and firemen have kids. So that stuff, I can only imagine the sadness and that you feel after seeing children hanging from a beam. Oh my God. And then finding out the mother planned all this. And the fact that she tried to plead mentally ill, you're so disgusting. She's never getting out. They really should have had a death penalty case for this, because I say anybody who killed kids deserves to die. I'm all for capital punishment. Burn this woman. Get her out of here. They should hang her. Like, I don't understand, like, what's going on with these mothers. Did y'all hear about that mother who jumped to her death off Niagara Falls? It took, I believe, her 9-year-old son and her 2-month-old baby with her. I think the child was 2 months. It was 9-year-olds and like another one. I think it was 2 months. Jumped over Niagara Falls, killing all 3 of them. She jumped to her death and took her kids. I'm talking about, we cannot be living in this society. And that actually happened like last week. This cannot be a thing. Like, parents cannot be killing their kids like this. I don't know what that woman was going through, but it's like, you took your kids with you. You could go down. No, I don't condone suicide. Go down on yourself, though. It's like, don't take your kids. I just don't understand what's going on. Like, these are children. Like, I said it before. People are not letting their children grow. And I can't get with that. Children are not meant to be murdered so early on by the person that brought them here. That, you know, that saying that parents say, or black parents say, I brought you here and I can take you out. Like, that's not, like, you don't really do it. Like, that's a threat. That's supposed to make you do your dishes or clean, your chores. Nobody is actually supposed to take that literally. But we got parents who are killing their kids, and young kids at that. I just don't understand. Don't kill no kids. I'm just saying, y'all taking month-old babies, not y'all, I'm just saying, like, these crimes. They're taking month-old babies and murdering them. Like, the fear in those children, seeing your mother do that. Oh my God. I don't even know how she got them down there. Did she knock them out? Like, I'm so curious now, because it's like, it's so many unanswered questions about her saying she's not mental. I know that. I'm just talking about the process that went through this. I'm so confused. If only she had cameras up in there, because I would actually want to see, because I'm like, you're disgusting. And this really should have been a death penalty case. This is probably the most annoying one I did today. All these cases be annoying not because of the victim, because of the suspect. It's like, I'd be so mad, y'all. This is children. These are children. Like, these are little kids. Like, I literally hate adults nowadays, man. Like, I hate them. So on that note, let me know what you guys think of this in the comments. I don't know. All I know is that she's not mentally, and no matter if she was, no, you go to jail. You murder her. She's a killer. And this was the mother, guys. Where was the father? Oh my God. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay safe, protect your kids, just be careful, stay safe, stay aware, stay alert at all times. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Road to 900. Bye.